Without gadgets and grenades in Warzone, the game will be a lot different. So today in this video, I'm going to go over Call of Duty Warzone, every grenade or gadget ranked. Welcome back to COD Central TV. Let's get into the video. Number 12, Snapshot Grenade. This gadget can be super awesome when used at the perfect time. If you aren't entirely sure where an enemy is, at least not enough to be able to go around a corner pre-firing, the Snapshot Grenade can really help in that department. But if just thrown willy-nilly without much of a plan, it's going to be complete and utter waste. Number 11, C4. One of the more difficult to use explosives in Warzone. C4 does some pretty solid damage, with the drawback being you can't throw it nearly as far as you can something like a frag grenade. C4 does have the extra benefit of being a bit easier to use on a vehicle, which we can all agree are a real pain to deal with. Number 10, Thermite Grenade. An honestly pretty solid grenade when it comes to damage. The Thermite Grenade is only lower on this list because of the small damage radius it has. In the right situation, like a 90-degree hallway staircase, the Thermite Grenade can be utterly catastrophic, melting away the enemy's armor and health with ruthless efficiency. But in a more open scenario, it's going to be pretty tough to land any damage with it. Number 9, Flash Grenade. The Flash Grenade is either going to be hilariously useful or a complete and utter waste, with absolutely nothing in between. Sometimes you're going to throw it and the enemy is going to have to spray wildly and pray, while other times it seems like they actually have zero effect on them, whether they're using the battle hardened perk or not. Number 8, Stun Grenade. This is going to sound a lot like the above statement, but it's the truth. The Stun Grenade is either going to win you a fight or do absolutely nothing. This was placed one higher than the Flash Grenade simply because it limits an enemy's movement, making it more difficult for them to do much of anything, even if they can see you. Number 7, Frag Grenade. The classic. Everybody knows what to expect from a frag grenade, and that is consistency. It's going to do some solid damage, and the more skilled you are, the better you're going to be at cooking the grenade to perfection, so as to ensure that it explodes the moment it lands in the enemy's lab. Number 6, Semtex. Basically a sticky frag grenade, though there are some key differences when it comes to the Semtex. It is really nice to be able to stick both people and vehicles with this grenade, though if you happen to miss, the enemy is almost always going to have a chance to escape since this grenade cannot be cooked. Number 5, Molotov. Probably the best damaging throwable in the game, the Molotov doesn't do heavy damage right off the bat, but that burning effect is almost always going to melt the enemy's armor away entirely, making it incredibly beneficial in just about any situation. It has a great damage radius and can be used to finish off downed enemies with ease, making it one of the most versatile things in the entire game. Number 4, Smoke Grenade. Smoke grenades aren't used nearly enough in Warzone, which means those who do make good use of them are going to find themselves playing against enemies that don't really know what to do in combat against them. Smoke grenades can be used in a variety of scenarios, reviving a downed teammate inside some visual cover, covering a retreat, covering an attack, used as a distraction, or anything else you put your mind to. These are criminally underused in Warzone, and the longer the game is out, the more you're going to see these. Number 3, Heartbeat Sensor. One of the most used gadgets in Warzone is the Heartbeat Sensor, and that's for good reason. It's an invaluable tool of intel. While it's not foolproof, more information is better than no information, and the Heartbeat Sensor is going to be accurate 90% of the time. Number 2, Claymore. The almost best option in the entire game, and an argument could be honestly made for either of these last two. The Claymore is a great source of both intel and damage. While it isn't going to be a one-shot as long as your enemy has some armor, it's going to be really helpful in watching your flank, especially if placed on a hard-to-see spot, though that can be a bit tough to accomplish with the Claymore. Number 1, Proximity Mine. The more easily concealable version of the Claymore, the Proximity Mine is much easier to toss in a spot that an enemy literally cannot see until they run into it. Though the damage can be avoided since the explosion isn't quite immediate upon activation, still it's almost always going to do a chunk of damage, usually removing an entire shield, and it's going to warn you that an enemy is on your tail. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.